Alright, cool. We finna get into this. Alright, so d.savage, LA rapper, Gardena rapper. That's how you pronounce it. I don't know. So we have 5 of his projects here. I've listened to all of them. I'm about to give you my thoughts and opinions on where they rank. We're gonna start with his first release, 2018, D Phoenix. Okay. So, listening back to this album, I'd probably give this damn. I'm gonna give it a D. I'm gonna give D Phoenix a D because, quite frankly, this is a low effort project. Not just production wise, but when he's giving his vocals, when he's rapping, I just don't think that it's his best work. Granted, this is when, he was starting to find himself as an artist, so that can be forgiven. But obviously, I don't care about forgiveness. I care about the quality of your music. It's a boring project. It has Yachty on it twice. It has Little Yachty on it twice. So that should tell you all it needs to know. What else? The choice of beats were just weak. They were flat. They just sounded like generic trap beats. Nothing interesting. Nothing to write home about. Yeah, I didn't really like that one. But you know what raises it kind of? Opera. The song Opera on the album really props it up because that is a good song, I feel like No Smoke is also a good song. It has nice flows. In fact, across the whole board of this project, those flows are not bad. They're just not interesting enough for it to be notable. I feel like that is a common theme in rap right now, where a lot of people are stealing each other's flows, Like the authenticity is kind of drowned out, oversaturated, That's kind of the theme of the whole album, basically. Low effort. The auto-tune's not refined, and that's his thing. His thing is the auto-tune shit. It's not auto-tuning. And to make it worse, this man made his fans wait so long for 8 tracks. I remember that time period. They were waiting for him to drop. They were waiting for him to bring something because he had some potential from his previous singles. And 8 songs, dog? 8 songs? Alright, cool. What's next? Trust No One. I'm gonna give this one a C. But it's really a C plus, if I'm being honest with you. Because he's improved dramatically from D Phoenix. The energy has improved. The flows are faster. His ad-libs complement his sound way better than the last project. I think the most notable thing on this album, for me, I'd say, is his sound maturing. He's used this echo and spacey auto-tune to really make his sound more interesting. Like on the songs What You Tryna Do and She Ready and Ain't Nothing Nice, he elongates his vocals on those songs because he understands that they're slower and that will fit the vibe better. Artists like Don Toliver and Travis Scott, they do that very, very well in their songs and they're very elite at it. Also, he has implemented some very emotional and vulnerable beats that he's worked well with, which, at the time when I was listening to it the first time was surprising to me. I'm pretty sure he's done that in his singles before, but it was really prominent here and he did pretty well, I won't lie. Okay, so why is it not a B and why is it not an A? I just feel like it gets too repetitive. Like after the 5th track, which was Pill, I think. Yeah, Pill. It just becomes kind of like, definitely a lot of throwaway tracks after track 5. A lot are throwaway tracks, and that's why it's not higher rated in my opinion. Okay, so now we're at BPO. I'm gonna give BPO a B, and the reason why I'm giving it a B is because the auto tune is just better. The auto tune quality is better. The singing is better. He found gold in these harmonies, these melodies that he tries out. The songs have more personality. Like there's audio cuts from his fans. You know, he's just trying to make it more. I was trying to think of the word, and I'd say it's more compelling. It's much more compelling than his last project. I think what stands out is the flows. The flows are more experimental, and this is very evident, especially on tracks like Runts, Bring Me Down, and Stay Alert. He's changing the pace of his flows. He's making the song sound way better. It's way, way better. And even the songs that I don't particularly like, they're still listenable. I can't say that for the other two. But I will say this though, because here comes the negatives as to why it's not an A. God, man. On trap beats, he just did not sound good. Not at all. Did not sound good on trap beats. And yes, I know most of this album is trap beats. I know. But when it's like the eerie, spacey kind of beats, you know, the ones that like Playboy Carti uses, you know, like those ones, he excels like immensely at them. But yeah, as you can see, you're seeing a upward trend, you know, D, C, B. So it's looking pretty good so far. Okay, I don't need any notes for this one. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. So this one, Mafia Music. A. He was in his bag. Everything he's done from D Phoenix to Nobody's Safe to BPO. He's added all of that stuff. He's just made it much, much, much better. Like, what the hell is this album? Everything about let me see this. Hold on. I'm just checking. Like, yeah, so out of like 13 songs, I probably like 9 of them. It's so good. It's so good. It's great. Like, oh gosh, I know I have to say more than this because like I have to analyze it, but jeez, man. Like he just took away the trap beats. He just put it to the side. He's stuck with the spacey beats, with the ones that make you feel like you're on drugs, you know, those kind of beats. And he just went off. He just went off. The notable tracks. Private Jet. Whoever made that beat, you need a raise. What else? Like Get Money interlude. Peace. The ad-libs on this, oh my God. The ad-libs on all the songs are A+. I know it says A. But jeez, man, this guy went off. Okay, let me give a more serious breakdown. So with this album, I think the beat selection is amazing. So much variety. The ad-libs are fun. You can tell he's just having fun with it. You know, he's not being too serious, but it's so good. The variety. If you want something energetic, listen to Come On. If you want something slow, listen to Don't Tell Me. If you want to bust a little move, listen to TBH. You know, this album has everything. Like the harmonizing on this is his best work. Like hands down, like sonically, like so good. And he's done this thing with his voice. He's made it more robotic, but not in like a boring like beep boop. But like no. It's robotic as in like have you heard that song Around the World, where it's like a robotic voice like throughout the song? It's kind of like this, like throughout the whole album, and it works and it sounds good. The confidence and the cadence that he brings to each track is great. It's damn near perfect even. And the flows, like, it's even better than the last album. Like, he's just showing why he's so talented, you know. And it's his best rapping yet, but I don't really care about that because he's more of a vibe artist. So that doesn't really factor in too much, in my opinion. And the choruses, they're catchy, refined, well suited. It's the best parts of the album. Much better than BPO and Trust No One, especially Trust No One. The second half of that album, the hooks were just lackadaisical and tedious at best. No complaints. Amazing, amazing project. Okay, so now we're at the last one, and oh my gosh. This is probably the worst one. It goes here. It goes here. Still experimental, but the beats are overdone. And it's repetitive at the quality of them. There's more misses than hits. Like, I couldn't even get myself to enjoy most of it. Like, the beats, I didn't match, like, the choice of flows. It felt awkward. Like, nothing stands out in this album at all. It's boring and boring as hell. And he diverted away from the harmonic sound that he perfected. Like, why would you do that? Why? But there is one song on this album that's good though. Fried. Fried is really, really, really good. It sounds like something that would have been on Mafia Music. It really did. So yeah, that's my rankings of d.savage, of all of his albums. So overall, d.savage is a good ass artist. Experimental. He's always trying new things. But when he's in his melodic auto-tune bag, he's unstoppable. When he's on like generic trap beats, he can be But everything to do with melodies, harmonies, all that other stuff, he got it, bro. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to try and make a video next week, if possible. But until then, thanks for watching and peace.